What a start to the Women's World Cup 2025. A clash between two heavyweights, Australia women and New Zealand women, turned into a game of stunning centuries, fiery bowling, and pure drama. But in the end, it was Ashleigh Gardner's masterclass that stole the show, leaving Sophie Devine's brave fight in vain. Stay tuned as we break down all the action from Indore, where history was made and champions showed their class. The match kicked off at the Holkar Cricket Stadium in Indore, the city hosting its first ever women's ODI. Australia captain Alyssa Healy won the toss and chose to bat first. The Aussies got off to a steady start with Healy and Phoebe Litchfield, who looked in great touch. Litchfield danced down the track confidently, piling runs through the offside. But after Healy's dismissal for 19, the game shifted. Litchfield continued the charge with a stylish 45, and Eliza Perry added 33. Yet, the introduction of Amelia Kerr changed the momentum. On her very first ball, Kerr bowled a perfect googly that sent Litchfield's stumps flying, not just a wicket, but also Kerr's 100th ODI wicket. Soon, Perry, Annabel Sutherland, and Beth Mooney fell cheaply, leaving Australia in a spot of bother at 128 for 5. Enter Ashleigh Gardner. From the moment she walked in, Gardner meant business. Aggressive, fearless, and dominant, she played shots all around the ground. She brought up her half-century in just 43 balls and then exploded to her century in the next 34 deliveries. Gardner smashed 115 off 83 balls, with 16 boundaries and a 6, single-handedly reviving Australia and pushing them to 326 all out in 49.3 overs. For New Zealand, Leah Tahuhu and Jess Kerr bowled brilliantly, taking 3 wickets each. But Gardner's knock was simply unstoppable. Chasing a record total, New Zealand's innings began in disaster. A mix-up saw Georgia Plimmer run out without facing a ball, and veteran Susie Bates was sent back for a duck by Sophie Molineux, who was making a comeback after an injury layoff. At 24 for 2, the Kiwis were reeling. Amelia Kerr and skipper Sophie Devine tried to steady things, but Kerr struggled, crawling to 33 before falling. Devine, however, played one of her finest knocks under pressure. She smashed boundaries with authority, brought up her half-century in 69 balls, and kept New Zealand in the hunt. But wickets kept tumbling around her. Brooke Halliday fought with 28, but no other batter managed to cross 30. Devine went on to score a brilliant 112 off 112 balls, with 12 fours and 3 sixes, keeping Kiwi hopes alive until late in the game. The turning point came in the 43rd over, when Annabel Sutherland produced a stunning triple strike, dismissing Devine, Jess Kerr, and Eden Carson in quick succession. From there, the result was inevitable. Molineux sealed it with 3 wickets for 25 runs, as New Zealand were bowled out for 237 in 43.2 overs, handing Australia an 89-run victory. This game was a story of 2 brilliant centuries. On one side, Gardner's counter-attacking 115 lifted Australia from trouble to dominance. On the other, Devine's heroic 112 reminded everyone why she's one of the best in the game. But cricket is a team sport, and while Gardner had some support, Devine was left stranded without much backing. Australia's bowlers, especially Sophie Molineux and Annabel Sutherland, delivered at crucial moments, proving why the defending champions are once again the team to beat. For New Zealand, it's a reminder that one-star performance isn't enough against a powerhouse like Australia. So there you have it, the defending champions Australia women start their World Cup campaign with a commanding 89-run win. Gardner's brilliance lights up Indore, while Devine's century becomes a lone fightback. What did you think of Gardner's innings? And can New Zealand bounce back stronger in their next match? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Restrike for more Women's World Cup 2025 highlights and analysis.